You're with NDTV. I'm Maha Siddiqui. Our top story, a political story right on top, where Congress party is inviting 21 opposition parties for the Bharat Jodo Yatra conclusion. The Bharat Jodo Yatra will conclude in Srinagar on the 30th of January. The Trinamool Congress, the NCP, DMK and the left are some of the parties that have been invited for the conclusion of the Bharat Jodo Yatra, the Pad Yatra that has been undertaken by Rahul Gandhi from Kanyakumari to Srinagar. In fact, the Yatra started in the southern states and has gone up over 3,000 kilometers now, reaching Jammu and Kashmir. Meanwhile, the Aam Aadmi Party and TRS, though, have not been invited for the conclusion of the Yatra on the 30th of January in Jammu and Kashmir. The Congress party chief, Mallikarjun Kharge, has said that the Bharat Jodo Yatra's conclusion will be dedicated to Mahatma Gandhi. He also said that with this, the Congress party has committed itself to fight hatred and violence and defend the constitutional values of liberty, equality, fraternity and justice for all. And now to the situation in Joshimath. NDTV films massive damage at the JP Power Plant campus in Joshimath, where the walls have cracked. The residential campus is on the verge of collapse. The sinking town of Joshimath in Uttarakhand is on the brink of a disaster with cracks in hundreds of buildings. In fact, 731 houses have been earmarked as ones which are dangerous to live in currently. The scale of the damage is most visible in the residential campus of a power plant operated by JP Group, currently the most dangerous building in Joshimath. Because of the extent of destruction, people have been barred from entering the campus. Meanwhile, fresh efforts were made by the administration to persuade hoteliers and locals, refusing to allow the bringing down of two precariously standing hotels.
Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami in Joshimath, the town where buildings and even roads have developed massive cracks. In the next 24 hours, the Chief Minister will brainstorm with officials on how to tackle the land subsidence emergency in the crucial hill town. Massive damage filmed by NDTV at the residential campus of this power plant operated by the JP Group in Joshimath.
The wall is breaking, paint is coming down, stones are coming down, and you can see how bad it is. The cracks are getting wider with every passing moment. And look at the floor, look at the gap on the floor. And these are the stones which have fallen from the roof. Look at that, the crack, the corner. The floor has gone down. This is the visuals we are showing from the JP's housing society. And the cracks, the walls have cracks all over. The floor has gone down and is going down. And authorities are very much concerned. They have vacated the locality in and around this whole JP's power plant and JP's housing society. You can see the destruction here at this badminton court. The net is there, and see the land subsidence. The gap is almost 2 feet. This half part of this badminton court has gone down. The crack was a few centimeters on 1st of January, but now the crack is above 2 feet.
These two Joshimath hotels that are dangerously tilting towards each other will not be taken down by bulldozers, the administration has decided after a sustained protest by locals. The buildings will now instead be dismantled over a week's time. something officials say the locals have agreed on.
As an interim measure, not a final package, to all the affected families, interim package has been approved by the state government for their shifting and transportation arrangements, because people have to shift their belongings to different places. 50,000 rupees grant is being given. An advance of rupees 1 lakh is being given to the families. But as I said, it's an interim measure, and this 1 lakh rupees will be adjusted against the final rehabilitation. We have shifted around 131 families to hotels, dharamshalas, gurdwara. We acquired for the same purpose, and all relief and support is being provided to them. Our officers and the local public representatives are visiting these areas, and whatever feedback we are getting regarding their operation, we are rectifying it so that minimum disadvantage is being faced by the affected population.
But how effective are the Uttarakhand government's moves to secure Joshimath? Despite a blanket construction ban, an NDTV team caught on camera at 2 a.m. on Wednesday morning, stone crushing and drilling in full swing in the mountains just outside Joshimath, near the highway that connects the area to the holy town of Badrinath. Another big worry, Joshimath also hosts a major Indian Army base and a strategic road to the disputed border with China that has also reportedly developed wide cracks.
In Joshimath, with camera person Pawan Saurabh Shukla for NDTV.
Well, and Mumbai is pushing for better road connectivity with its under construction project, the Mumbai Trans Harbour Link Road. The bridge aims to connect Mumbai and Navi Mumbai and will be open for traffic by December 2023. My colleague Sohit Mishra spoke with the Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde. Listen in.
What you see behind me is one of the most ambitious projects of the MMRDA, the Mumbai Metropolitan Regional Development Authority, and this project is called Mumbai Trans Harbour Link Road, the MTHL project. Now, once completed, this will join Mumbai to Navi Mumbai, which means that once people who take hours and hours to travel from Navi Mumbai to Mumbai, they'll be able to travel via this longest sea bridge, which is 22 kilometer long, in minutes, which is said to be 10 to 15 minutes is the time which they'll take. Now the total bridge is of about 22 kilometer length, which comprises of 16.5 kilometer of the sea, what we see over here. This is 16.5 kilometer of the sea bridge and 5.5 kilometer of viaducts on land on both ends of the bridge. Now, as per MMRDA, what we can say that this will be completed this year in November itself. Now remember that this is a very important, as I said, the longest sea bridge once completed that will be operating between Navi Mumbai and Mumbai. Now why is this important? Because you'll find a lot of things happening in Navi Mumbai which comes to Mumbai, and because of this sea bridge, the Mumbai Trans Harbour Link Road, the time duration which was in hours will be reduced in minutes. Now Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, this is said to be one of his pet projects, and he has been overlooking this since 2018. Now this is divided into 3 parts, and a lot of what will come over these pillars, or the pink pillar that you see, that is called the orthotropic steel deck. The bridge structure is mainly segmental box girder concrete decks of mostly 60-meter length spans in all zones except for a navigational section which is steel deck, as I mentioned. And these OSDs, the orthotropic steel deck, are fabricated in panels of 12 kilometer long, which comes from Japan, South Korea, Vietnam and Myanmar, and they are brought to the Kanjhawala Ports Assembly Yard in India through sea. So yes, one of the most what we can say is that this is one of the most important projects that is continuously happening right now in Mumbai and its nearby cities, and once completed, the duration between Navi Mumbai to Mumbai will be reduced in minutes. In Mumbai with camera person Rajendra Dayalkar, Sohit Mishra, NDTV. Right now we are in Arabian Sea, and what you see behind me is the largest sea bridge of India, which is 22 kilometer long. And to speak about this, joining me is Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, speaking exclusively to NDTV. Sir, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. ये आपका एक pet project रहा है क्या कुछ इसकी जानकारी आप दे सकते हैं? कितना काम हुआ है और क्या इसकी खासियत है?
ये 22 किलोमीटर का सिंगल लॉन्गेस्ट सी ब्रिज है और ये मुंबई को, नवी मुंबई, ठाणे, रायगढ़ को जोड़ने वाला ये बहुत ही महत्वाकांक्षी प्रोजेक्ट है। ये इसको हम लोग कोस्टल हाईवे को भी जोड़ रहे हैं, शिवड़ी, नावाशवा, वरली। इससे नरीमन पॉइंट से निकला हुआ जो हमारा नागरिक है वो डायरेक्ट मुंबई, ठाणे, नवी मुंबई, रायगढ़ यहाँ पहुँचेगा इस 22 किलोमीटर की जो सिंगल लॉन्गेस्ट ब्रिज है इससे। और इसमें ये हम लोग मुंबई पुणे एक्सप्रेस हाईवे को कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं, ये मुंबई गोवा हाईवे को कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं। ये जो 2, 2.5, 3 घंटे लगने वाले जो ट्रैवल टाइम है, ट्रैवल टाइम कम हो जाएगा और सिर्फ 12 से 15 मिनट में ये जो दूरी जो है वो पार करेंगे लोग और इससे बहुत ही लोगों को फ़ायदा हो जाएगा। सबकी सेविंग है, समय की बचत है, फ्यूल की बचत है और पोल्यूशन कम हो जाएगा। ये बहुत ही फ़ायदेमंद ये प्रोजेक्ट है।
बिल्कुल, जो घंटों का सफर था वो अब मिनटों में पूरा किया जाएगा। सर, इसके लिए बहुत सारे जो इंटरनेशनल लेवल की टेक्नोलॉजी है जी,
सही बात है, घंटों का सफर मिनटों में पार हो जाएगा।
बिल्कुल। और जिस तरह से सर इंटरनेशनल लेवल की टेक्नोलॉजी का इस्तेमाल किया जा रहा है, आज भी हम जहाँ पे आ रहे हैं OSD का इस्तेमाल किया जा रहा है, वो भी दिखाया जा रहा है। कब तक ये प्रोजेक्ट पूरा होगा, कितना प्रतिशत पूरा हो चुका और लोगों को कब तक यहाँ पर से जाने मिलेगा?
एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजी इस्तेमाल किया है इसमें। ऑर्थोट्रॉपिक स्टील डेक का इस्तेमाल है जो आज यहाँ पर 180 मीटर का देश में सबसे लॉन्गेस्ट ये गर्डर है, इसका लॉन्चिंग हो रहा है। और ये इसका इम्पैक्ट भी है, मुंबई में इम्पैक्ट होगा। मुंबई में जो लेबर है, जो फिनिश गुड है, जो रॉ मटेरियल है, वो फास्ट तेज़ी से पहुँचेगा और वहाँ पर ग्रोथ सेंटर है जो यहाँ लैंड होगा चिरले रायगढ़ में, ग्रोथ सेंटर होगा, लॉजिस्टिक पार्क होगा, वहाँ पर टाउनशिप होगी। ये इकोनॉमी को बूस्ट देने वाला ये प्रोजेक्ट है और ये इस नवंबर 23 तक पूरा करने का हमारी कोशिश।
तो इसी साल ये लोगों को मिल जाएगा?
बिल्कुल मिल जाएगा।
सर, एक सवाल इसे लेकर भी उठाया जा रहा है क्योंकि ये आपकी पेट प्रोजेक्ट है। एक राजनीतिक सवाल मैं नहीं चाहता था पूछने, लेकिन समुद्र में हम हैं यहाँ पर। इस प्रोजेक्ट के साथ ही सर और भी कई सारे महत्वपूर्ण प्रोजेक्ट्स पर लगातार आप काम कर रहे हैं और इसे लेकर तैयारियां भी चल रही हैं। अभी हाल ही में अभी जो एक आने वाले समय में BMC एक बहुत बड़ी आपके लिए लिटमस टेस्ट होने वाली है, उसे देखकर आप क्या कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? ये एक आखिरी सवाल मेरा।
नहीं, BMC में भी हम लोग बहुत काम कर रहे हैं जो पिछले कई सालों में नहीं हुए। वहाँ के पोर्टल फ्री मुंबई करने वाले हम लोग, कंक्रीट के रोड बना रहे हैं। STP जो 28,000 करोड़ की जो STPs है, जो सीवरेज ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट है वो कर रहे हैं। वहाँ अपला दवाखाना हेल्थ के लिए हम लोग कोशिश कर रहे हैं। 3 अस्पताल का भूमि पूजन हो रहा है, मेट्रो का उद्घाटन होगा। कई ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट हैं, मुंबई ब्यूटीफाई हो जाएगी, मुंबई विल बी चेंज।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi pitches India for a foreign investment, saying the IMF sees India as a bright spot in the global economy. This is because of India's strong macroeconomic fundamentals. India has been on the path of reform, transform and perform since 2014, is what the Prime Minister said. Listen in.
Friends, the IMF sees India as a bright spot in the global economy. This is because of India's strong macroeconomic fundamentals. OECD has said that India will be among the fastest growing economies in the G20 group this year. The CEO of McKinsey had said that this is not only India's decade, but India's century. Even during a once-in-a-century crisis, we took the path of reforms. India has been on the path of reform, transform and perform since 2014.
Now, Paytm may be circumventing regulation to grant employee stock options to founder and Chief Executive Officer Vijay Shekhar Sharma, according to proxy advisory firm Institutional Investor Advisory Services. Now, while Vijay Shekhar Sharma isn't classified as a promoter, he has rights akin to one, including a potential permanent seat on the board. Indian law prohibits stock options to promoters and to directors who directly or indirectly hold more than 10% of the firm. Sakshi Bajaj explains.
Paytm founder Vijay Shekhar Sharma may not be eligible for stock options as per a report by Institutional Investor Advisory Services. Now, the report suggests that Paytm may be circumventing regulation to grant employee stock options to founder and CEO Vijay Shekhar Sharma. It says, and I quote, there may be a possible regulatory arbitrage that may need to be bridged by regulators. Now, as per SEBI regulations, a promoter of a company cannot be given employee stock options. So who really is a promoter then, for our viewers to understand? A promoter is a person who has control over the operations of a company. So while some experts believe that technically Vijay Shekhar Sharma is not the promoter of Paytm, even as he runs the operations of the company, advisory firms feel that Vijay Shekhar Sharma is just as good as a promoter, even if he is technically not one.
All right, with that, we're taking a very quick break. Coming up next, flights resume service in the United States after a major technical glitch. Welcome back. Normal flight operations have resumed in the United States. This, after all, departures were halted for over 2 hours due to a technical glitch. The Notice to Air Mission System, that's NOTAM system, that alerts pilots to any potential hazards at takeoff, went offline. The halt in operations caused delays for more than 5,000 flights across the U.S. The Federal Aviation Administration, that's FAA, lifted the ground stop after over 2.5 hours. Though on the face of it, there is no evidence of a cyber attack, as per the White House press secretary, but a thorough investigation will look at all causes, and the president was briefed about the situation. And here in India, the Auto Expo returns after 3 years. The Auto Expo 2023 is giving a big push to electric vehicles. The focus is on sustainability and the growth of EV market in India.
India's largest automotive show is back after a gap of 3 years. The Auto Expo 2023 kicked off today with a focus on sustainability and the growth of the EV market in India. India has committed to promoting the adoption of electric vehicles so that they account for 30% of all new vehicle sales by 2030.
Forecast is that by 2025, the market is about 4 to 4.2 million. The industry, electric vehicle industry, would be about 5%, which is about 200,000 to 250,000. But I think that's going to be the inflection point, and by 2030 it is expected to hit about 30%.
The faster adoption and manufacturing of electric vehicles in India, also known as FAME 2, has created a policy push for EVs. This push will vary across segments, with 2- and 3-wheelers continuing to have the highest demand.
The entire industry is actually going through transformation, not just in terms of technology, but in terms of regulations related to emission and safety. So there is a consensus in the industry that going forward, electric vehicles will be mainstream. So we believe also that there will be a transition to electric vehicle, but what is not in consensus is when it will happen.
It is precisely this question that both Indian automotive players and the government must answer. The demand for EV passenger vehicles remains low, but the government has given itself a goal of 30% of all new vehicle sales by 2030 to be EVs. With battery prices remaining high, a need for charging infrastructure development and schemes needed to incentivize consumers to boost demand, India has quite a way to go to meet its goal.
And in some entertainment news now, India's big win at the Golden Globe Award. Natu Natu wins in the original song motion picture category. Natu Natu beats songs by Taylor Swift, Rihanna and Lady Gaga.
Goes to Natu Natu RRR.
Magical moment for Indian cinema, filmmaker Rajamouli and music composer M.M. Keeravani as Natu Natu from RRR won the Golden Globe Award in the Best Original Song category, beating out Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga and Rihanna.
My brother and the director of the movie, S.S. Rajamouli.
Keeravani thanked RRR film director Rajamouli, lyrics writer Chandra Bose, singers Rahul Sipliganj and his own son Kala Bhairava, choreographer Prem Rakshit, as well as junior NTR and Ramcharan, who added energy and gusto to the song picturization and left everyone tapping their feet. A.R. Rahman, who was the first Indian to win a Golden Globe for Slumdog Millionaire in 2008, posted, "Incredible paradigm shift. Congrats Keeravani Garu from all Indians and your fans. Congrats Rajamouli Garu and the whole RRR team." Alia Bhatt, who stars in the film, posted a series of hearts reacting to the film's win. Karan Johar said he was absolutely thrilled and filled with pride as Natu Natu from RRR brings home a prestigious Golden Globe Award. Congratulations to the whole team. This is incredible for the entirety of Indian cinema, he said. Filmmaker Shekhar Kapoor tweeted, "Congratulations Rajamouli and the music team of RRR for winning Best Song at the Golden Globes 2023 for Natu Natu. You won against songs by Rihanna, Lady Gaga and Taylor Swift, so be proud of what you have achieved." The win for Natu Natu comes at a time when the Hollywood Foreign Press Association's Golden Globes has tried to address criticism over not being diverse enough.
I am your host, Gerard Carmichael. Sure. And I'll tell you why I'm here. I'm here because I'm black.
RRR made over 1,200 crores globally and screenings world over have been overbooked. The latest at the Chinese Theatre, the world's biggest IMAX at Los Angeles, has audiences dancing to Natu Natu along with the stars on screen. Uma Sudhir, NDTV.